on earth that is your family members that's been given to you by the universe to help you sustain yourself. That's what it's all about. All the people on earth has been given to one another for sustainment of one another. You get these people come out here and start telling everybody about separatism and about how this God is more stronger and the only true God. We'll prove that to you by murdering your ass off the planet and getting justification for our acts of violence from our God. Anytime you got a book like that that's going around the planet and perpetuated into the mindsets of everyone, because the people who wrote this Bible has stolen possession of the earth and they control the mediocrity, they control everything. If I wanted to go out right now and have a congregation with anyone and just get together to talk with people, the only thing that I could find in a group format out here is always controlled and orchestrated inside of the bullshit teachings of some white man, being that which encompasses all. And that's not true, and it's very destructive to the world. And that's the reason why so many people is dying, and there's so much war and so much poverty and so much famine and everything on earth right now. And there will be fires after fires after fires, and these fires are targeted at you foolish ass white people that don't care about the world dying around you. You don't care if I sleep under the bridge. All that shit is going to have to be addressed. I know you guys are sick of hearing this shit and this and that. I don't care. I was sent here to say it, and I have to say it. I want you to know that these light ships will be starting more fires. There will be tornadoes. We're going into tornado season. Everything getting ready to start going down. There's going to be fires. There's going to be flooding. As the winter seasons come again, get prepared. Your ass is going to get frozen the fuck up all over the Midwest, all over the Northeast states. Just like I told you, by the green light, you know what I'm saying, to show the world that we all is trying to come together as a... See, that's smart. They said, you know, they're going to hate you. They're going to hate your intelligence. They're going to hate your youthful appearance. They're going to hate the fact that you are outgoing and you stand there and you stick it to their ass like you're supposed to. All this they're going to hate as they smile in your face, especially the niggas. Stay away from them. You know, they the ones who killed Yeshua, which they didn't kill Yeshua. What they did is they killed a canvas with a spiritual energy in it, and they just showed to the universe how ignorant they were and how controlled by the freaking Jews and the Romans they were. So these sectors of white people, the Jews and the Romans, enticed the melanated people to kill their own God-sent leader, because he was telling them, come from amongst them white people, stop smoking them cigarettes, stop drinking all that wine, stop fucking all those white women making these Semites. These Semites are going to grow up and help these white people kill all y'all dumbasses. That's what he was telling them. That's exactly what happened. He told them, he said, when they get through making the mixture of their bloods with your blood, they're going to teach the children from this union to grow up and hate their original format. That's why the Bible say those that were first will return to their firstness, because it's all knowing, it's the sun. It ain't got nothing to do with no white man, because the white man never told you about the importance of the sun, which let you know he is a fraud. How can you have a Bible that you've been reading forever telling you about how the universe works, and the only magnificent that it can spit out is the white man? Nothing about the white woman. And then completely overlook all the other black people on the earth, put their white ass in Africa, okay, as the creator, the creator, progenitor of life on earth. And it's like, you're missing melanin. You could have not been the first people that was put on this earth to populate the earth. And you can't even stand in the sun. And this is the reason why you keep the contact here in the mind of us melanated people far as hell away from the brilliance of the sunlight, because you know how the sunlight has a reaction with our skin. It rejuvenates us. Okay, I'm 52 years old. I don't care what no one said. I was, the other night when those police came here and they was out there in the yard with me and that idiot out there acting like stupid as hell. He don't know. I thought it all the way out. When I was watching his behavior and everything that was going on, and I know that motherfucker over there was putting shit in that kid's head, I knew it. Because Spirit was showing me, it was saying, see, when you talking to him, he's a whole different person. He's listening to you. But the problem is that jealous motherfucker over there is putting bullshit in his head and pouring alcohol into him. And he's the one that's... So I'm looking at him thinking to myself, well, if he that damn stupid, ain't no sense in me saying nothing to him. I'm just going to ride this out, because I'm not going to lose no sleep over these dumbass niggas. I know who they are. They the same niggas kill Yeshua. I'm telling you the truth. If I had it the way I would want it to be, I would not even hang out with no one. I just hang out in my crib and meditate all day, and I wouldn't go out and see no, because I can see people and they may be so damn mad. When I walk away from them, I know something's gonna happen to them, and I know that. All right, and that's how stupid people are, because they want to judge you off of what they think you should be. If you have a spiritual awakening of self and you feel high esteem of self and everything, it's people out here like that damn Opie. You know, they all see me riding around in my truck and being who God the Son wants me to be, but they sitting up so convinced about their white greatness and their superiority and they God fake ass Jesus bullshit that they will actually work together and set up a circumstance for me to go to prison. This is what we have observed going on this earth forever. That's why I don't know what the outcome of that Opie Gomer Pyle ass bitch done become. And that's what he is, because he did that to me. I'm sure he done. I bet you there's plenty of black men in prison or jail behind his charades and his shenanigans, so I don't give a fuck about him. I do want to point out right now that I believe that Vancouver, Washington is a really great city, even though I have to attack the ignorance of the people. Even with your ignorance, you do seem to amaze me at your ability to want to change and want to be responsible for self and take it away from these religions and these bankers and all this shit. You can't get medical treatment unless you have a high ass insurance, you know, all that. And on that note, I want to thank Seymour Clinic for pulling my tooth, because you know I went in there, I had this tooth that gave me some shit. I had went through some shit with this tooth. Let me tell you, see, this is what the universe does. My circumstances that I go through on this earth is only so we can have a calibration of how the circumstance is on this earth, as far as charitable hearts and organizations that's designed to make sure that the citizens on this planet is provided for. Let me tell you, it's non-existent. It really. Seymour did get around to pulling my tooth. So hey, thank you. I appreciate it. Love your ass. I ain't gonna. The doctor that did it, or I should say the dentist. I think they doctors, but it's always controversial. They're not doctors. They're dentists. They are doctors. Anytime you're gonna let somebody inject your ass with an injectable and then pull a tooth out of your mouth, that, I don't care what no one says, to me it's a form of surgery. I don't care if it did only take, 7 minutes for him to do it. It's the fact that he did the shit and it healed, and I didn't have no bleeding complications and no infections or not. All that shit could not have been done if that dentist did not go to school, pay a lot of money to learn that talent. So I thank you. He did a damn good job. I really appreciate it. But what I'm getting at is, we should have a society where, as long as it took me to get my tooth pulled, now don't get me wrong, understand this. A person with a toothache can't wait 3 months to get it pulled. Now when I first contacted Seymour, they told me, we will keep your name on the book, but unfortunately we're full. We can't get anybody else in because we're full. That's what they told me. So of course my tooth is hurting when they tell me some shit like that. So I'm like, whatever. You know, I hang up the phone. Now let me tell you what happened. I started meditating and doing what was necessary on that tooth, and that tooth stopped hurting. And it's still not hurting now. And that's the truth. I'm not lying to you. But in the process of this toothache going away, 3 months later, this tooth down here started bugging my ass. And I'm like, damn. I mean, it was real bad. It was so bad where you get your ass up in the middle of the night and have to walk around because you can't just sit still. I tell you, it hurted so bad. I had a damn gun. I was thinking about blowing my damn brains off. I didn't do that. I sold that gun and got rid of it. But that's the challenges of a toothache. They ain't no joke. So we better really know how to appreciate dentists, yo. I'm telling you the real. So thank you. I don't remember your name, the dentist that did it over there, but man, I really thank you, and the receptionist that was in the office too. Thank you both. But my thing is this, they did it because I didn't have no damn money. But let me tell you how it happened. I was like mad on broke, tooth hurting like hell. I was walking down the street, and matter of fact, the guy that I had the altercation with, it was his girlfriend who told me about that place. She said, you can go right over there. Just go up there. So they actually took me up there. And this is the deal. Me and this guy was getting along real good, even though they dumped us in his house with each other. I didn't know him from Adam. He didn't even know me. I told him, man, they trying to pit us against each other. Don't let that happen. But it was too much influence for him, and he just wasn't really tight up here, so he let it happen anyway, all right? Now, they took me to, cause we was hanging out, going to parks and everything. This bitch over here gets in there and starts putting shit in his ear. That should be your house. You do this, you do all that stupid shit. That's what it all was. And the universe showing me all the time what's going on, right? So I'm just playing my hand out. I'm saying it ain't gonna be me go to jail. If he be that stupid, it's gonna be his ass with that felony assault shit, not me. And I already knew that, and that's exactly what went down too. But the other guy who instigated the shit, his ass is gonna have somebody up in the Federation to deal with him for that bullshit. But you know why? Cause he got me into some shit, and he got another brother into some shit, and he's a brother too. And I was sent here to find people like that, because it's people like that that introduced us to the circumstance of this white ruling class over us black people. That dissension that he demonstrated and caused between me and that guy is the dissension that was demonstrated and caused between us as a people, so white people could infiltrate us, push us further apart, and control and dominate us forever. So I'm sure the Federation is gonna deal with his bitch ass, because we all incarnate to just do things over that we did in our last life. So that means this is what he's been doing forever. And all the reincarnations he's had on Earth, I bet you he's been a sellout, Uncle Tom, motherfucker like that, because he's real good at it. And so let me get back to Seymour. Seamar, S-E-A-M-A-R. That's the name of the place. They like pulled my tooth after me making the initial appointment with them for this one that got healed through spiritual energy. This one right here, I didn't do no spiritual energy on this because I didn't have no luxury of meditating. This bitch was like, so I got my ass in there. And I went in there and this little lady, little Spanish girl, she was like, so what's your name? I told her my name. And she had me in the computer from the last time that I had registered, which was so cool because you know what? They was thinking it was the same tooth. I guess. I don't know. No one told me that, but I'm thinking that's what they was thinking. And she was like, well, I said, how do you got me in there? She said, you called us about 2.5 months ago. I said, so you still got me in your computer? She said, yeah. I said, okay, well, cool. So they gave me an appointment. I went in there and got my tooth pulled. My broke ass didn't have nothing but $50. And they took the $50. I was like, thank you so much. So that's done. I say that to let you know that the circumstance of me being provided that dental care made me feel a little bit better, because you know what I'm saying, the problem is we just don't have enough. And why do we not have enough? Because we are working with people that put everything on linear format, meaning that they're going to see how much profit they can make on anything they push out to the public. The controlled masses are controlled by the greedy bastards that I showed you living up in Britain in those big ass wealthy mansions. Oh, and by the way, all you people out there that's protesting those fast food restaurants, that's what you should do. You know, it's ridiculous that they're charging so much money. They're doing it because they're abusive and they're just money hungry. And it's a method of control. Because if it was up to me, I'll be trying to entice your asses and not even eat in those places at all. Those places should be closed down. And all that revenue money that's given to those restaurants should be money that's put toward the neighborhood, community neighborhoods. Work together and open you your own community kitchen. And you let people from your neighborhood work in that community kitchen. And then you put all that money that y'all run into McDonald's and Burger King and all that shit. Let me explain to you what I'm saying. Right now in every community, you have a house in every community, and all these houses have to eat. So now just imagine this. Think about this. What if everybody on the block paid $3 a day to the neighborhood kitchen instead of going to Burger King? See, Burger King, McDonald's, Wendy's, Jack Off in the Box, all of them has become the neighborhood kitchen. The only problem is they are reared at making a profit, which means they're going to sell you as cheap, as fast for as much. That ain't something that should be the considering aspects behind you consuming something that's supposed to be designed to give you life force. So you're eating garbage that's prepared improperly fastly. So now you gotta eat fast food because it tastes so bad